for joining us for May's Cookbook Corner. We're going to be making crab canapés from Castle Rock Kitchen. And today we're going to be using some phyllo cups. I got the Athens ones. Those are what's available at our local Kroger. So whatever brand you can find is fine, but you're going to want to make sure they're the pastry cups. We've also got some Old Bay seasoning, some green onions or scallions, 1 large egg, crab meat. I did the special crab meat, wild caught. You can use the dark crab meat, the jumbo lump crab meat, just crab meat. We've also got some cream cheese. We're going to be zesting the lemon and then using some fresh lemon juice. I do not particularly enjoy cilantro, so we are using parsley, and this is specifically going to be for garnishing. And then we've got salt and pepper. So it's a pretty simple recipe as far as ingredients go. We are going to get started making our crab canapés. One thing I love about this recipe is that pretty much all of your ingredients just get mixed together in a bowl. So we are going to start with our, we're going to start with our cream cheese. Plop that in the bowl. And then you are going to add your lemon zest, which, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there is our lemon zest. We zested the entire lemon. And our 1 large egg, our lemon juice that is 2 teaspoons. So you see we've got quite a bit of lemon juice here. So we are just gonna do 2 teaspoons. And then you're gonna add your Old Bay, which if you go to look for this, it is often gonna be found in the seafood section. You are not likely to find this in the spices. Trust me, I looked. So you do 1/2 teaspoon of Old Bay. We are going to mix this all together until creamy and well combined. I like to start on a slower speed so that it doesn't splatter. I'll move up to a higher speed to get that creamy mixture once I feel like it's not gonna go everywhere on me. We are gonna pause for a second, get everything a little bit better blended. Get those edges and bottom mixed in. I can still see a few lumps, so I'm gonna mix this just a little bit longer. So as you can see, we've got a pretty good creamy mixture, likes to just come off the whisks easily, or the beaters easily, not having to remove a whole bunch of lumps. And we've got a nice smooth mixture in our bowl. So at this point, you are going to gently fold in your green onions and your crab. My crab's pretty well stuck together, so I'm going to try and get that broken up a bit before I start trying to fold things in. You do not want to use your mixer for this. You want to hand fold things in. And from here, we will be adding this mixture into our phyllo dough cups. All right, so we've got our mixture built, got our crab and green onions in there, and then we've got our phyllo cups ready for filling. The recipe says about teaspoon and a half per phyllo cup, so I've got a 1/2 tablespoon measuring spoon that we are going to use. And we are just gonna carefully plop that down in there. And I may go a little lighter than a full 1/2 tablespoon because it looks like that absolutely fills that cup. All right, I think I'm gonna have to get a little messier than I really intend to on these. So maybe when you make them at home, wear gloves for this part. But we've got our little phyllo cup, my little crab mixture that does not want to come out of the spoon. The recipe makes 40 of these. We're gonna try and make this make 45 because that's how many phyllo cups I have. So you're just gonna keep filling these. We're gonna have to bake ours in 2 chunks because we are working with a decently small oven on our mobile kitchen. At home, you feel free to make all 40 in one go if you so desire. All right, so once I get these cleaned up just a little bit, we're gonna pop them in the oven. It is at 375. I'm gonna take a second to make these look just a little bit nicer. We have our crab canapés ready for baking, so we are gonna put them in the oven. Just as a reminder, they bake for 15 to 20 minutes at 375 degrees. All right, our crab canapés are ready for taking out of the oven. They look so pretty. And then we have got those ready. You do want to transfer them to a wire rack and let them cool for about 5 minutes or so. And enjoy. They are lovely and one bite poppable appetizers. Thank you so much for joining us for May's Cookbook Corner, where we made crab canapés from the Castle Rock Kitchen Cookbook, Wicked Good Recipes from the World of Stephen King by Teresa Carl Sanders. Be sure to join us for next month's Cookbook Corner, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on our future videos.